Well, dang, I found all kinds of fun stuff while paddling on Lewiston Lake in Northern California today. Like a buck having a nap right there on the shoreline, or a wild rosebush arching over all the way into the lake, and two trunk trees, those are just weird, and giant egrets feeding what sound like pterodactyl babies, and little ducklings with jet engines for feet, and the eagle that got chased into the tree by the blackbirds. This is what you see when you wear ugly hats like this and come out into nature. So I like to kayak with a lot of gear. I got my chair. Luckily, it's a 10-foot kayak, so it all just goes in this trunk back here and rides really nice. A table. Of course, I got a full cooler full of drinks, beer, all kinds of deliciousness, lunch. And then I got a dry bag to keep all my personal stuff in. My Bimini. This is what makes my kayak so fantastic and why I love it so much. You can find these on Amazon. I did have to buy these grommets down here that it's going to go into. I think they're made for a raft is what I think they were, but I just jerry-rigged them. But they do have some plastic fittings in them. This part that comes in and out right here. And they kept breaking. So I had a friend who has a shop take some metal pipe and cut it and crimp the end and put a hole in it so I could screw them in there. And I haven't had any issues since then. And this little Bimini, it goes together just like a tent. You know, it's got those... that elastic string in there that snaps them together. And then you just plug the legs in to the grommets. And then I put some hooks on the kayak. Everything just screws into the body of the kayak. And then you just hook it. And that keeps the back in place. And then it's just got this tension string here, and there you go, Bimini. Allows you to stay out all day. Best part of this kayak. And there are those rubber grommets that I jerry-rigged with the metal pipe in them, and then I just screwed it in between. Very effective. Look at how clear that water is. This is one of the most spectacular places I have ever kayaked. I absolutely love this lake. There's just nothing as peaceful as just floating on the lake. And especially up here during the week, a lot of people don't come. So it's like you have the whole place to yourself. There's nobody else on the lake right now. And it goes for 5 miles from one end to the next. It's just pure bliss and peace. I don't know why I'm whispering. There's nobody else here to bother. How cool is this? What are all those stalks right there? Here's where the water comes out. I can hear it right over here somewhere. Is that Indian tea? Like when I was growing up in Nevada, we had something called Indian tea. I don't know what those are. You tell me. This lake has really steep banks, but if you poke around enough, you find cool spots like this that has just enough real estate for you to get your chair and your table out. See, there's a nice little spot for your chair. It gradually goes off. But then as you come out just a little bit, you can see it just drops off. So we're going to be going way down there, around that corner, to my favorite secret cove. And you can only get there on boat. Well, kayak, really. Wild ferns are exquisite. This tree might have fallen over, but life is tenacious. And it's not giving up, even though you can see a lot of its limbs are dead, so it's been down a while, probably since last year. Dang, look at those ferns. They are massive. It's a beautiful buck. I interrupted his nap along the shore, so he took off up the hill. The red soil here is real pretty. There must be iron in the dirt. And a lot of ferns. Look at this natural arch of beauty that we're coming up on. I don't think they appreciate me coming under the tree. These little mosquito eaters are all connected, and they're doing some stuff. Okay. I don't know if you should be doing that in front of people. So there is no way down here. So somebody had to rig this up by coming with a boat. But they sure did. They got a swing right here for the summer. Swing out into the water. Super clever. And it goes up onto this tree. Let me lift the Bimini. There you go. They have it tied up under the tree right there. And that's like a cliff. So there's no way to get there unless you came here with a boat. A two-trunk tree with multiple trees coming off of it. That's weird. Alright, these birds are still pissed off at me. You can hear them. They're flying around me. They're trying to teach me a lesson of some sort. So we have reached our turnoff point. So that's our target. Right there. Those really green trees. That is where we are headed. Now we got to cross the lake. An egret. I decided to backtrack from Contemplation Cove, from where that egret came from, to see if I could find the nest, because they're nesting right now, and I found two of them up in a dead tree. I was pretty far away and had to zoom all the way in, but even at that, you can hear those babies just carrying on. They sound like little pterodactyls, even though I don't know what a pterodactyl sounds like. It sounds like some kind of prehistoric animal being fed up there. And Contemplation Cove is right in front of us. Look at how pretty that water is. It's like we're in the Mediterranean, but we're not. Oh, I just poured beer down my shirt. Isn't that fantastic? Absolute bliss. My little spot for lunch today. Doesn't get much better than this. Here's our little setup. This is where I poured the beer down my shirt. Super smart. There's all these mini, like, itty bitty pine cones, miniature. Look how little they are. They're tiny. That's my finger. Those little itty bitty tiny things. Little pine cones. I don't know why those fascinate me, but they do. Look how cool the light is when it reflects on the leaves off the water. It's like there's ghosts here. You can only put your legs in this lake on hot days like today. And not too deep, or you will get hypothermia. Dang, it's like those little ducklings that walk on water. They just take off and like go 15 miles an hour. That's crazy. I think there's an eagle perched right there in that tree, staring at me. He got chased up there by some little blackbirds. Oh, look at those little birds. They are fearless. They are not having it. He's probably trying to eat their babies. This is what you see when you wear ugly hats like this and come out into nature. He has like these red patches that are just unbelievable. Oh, look at him go. He was here this morning, and he's not afraid of me. You can see I'm getting close to him. He's gonna tell me off.